Today, I want to tell you a very curious and intriguing story that is in the Bible, but that many people may not be familiar with. It's the story of the struggle between the Archangel Michael and the devil for the body of Moses. That's right, you heard correctly. The devil wanted to take Moses' body after he died. But why? And how did this dispute unfold? Let's find out together. First, let's remember who Moses was. He was one of the greatest leaders and prophets of God's people. He was chosen by God to liberate the Israelites from slavery in Egypt, lead them through the desert, and deliver God's law to them on Mount Sinai. He also spoke with God face to face, like a friend. Moses was a man of faith, obedience, and courage, but he was also a sinner, like all of us. He made some serious mistakes, such as killing an Egyptian, who mistreated a Hebrew, and disobeying God by striking a rock to bring forth water in Meribah. Because of these sins, God did not allow Moses to enter the promised land, Canaan. He could only see the land from a distance, from the top of Mount Nebo, and there he died, at the age of 120. The Bible says that God himself buried Moses in an unknown place, and to this day, no one knows where his tomb is. But what the Bible doesn't mention, and what we only know from a letter by the Apostle Jude, is that there was a dispute over Moses' body between the Archangel Michael and the devil. Jude wrote, "But when Michael the Archangel was disputing with the devil about the body of Moses, he did not himself dare to condemn him for slander, but said, 'The Lord rebuke you.'" Jude 1:9. But why did the devil want Moses' body? And why did Michael defend it? Well, there are a few possible explanations. One of them is that the devil, being the accuser of God's people, wanted to prevent Moses from being resurrected and taken to heaven, as some believe happened. He used Moses' sins as an argument to claim his body, saying that he was a murderer and a rebel. Another explanation is that the devil wanted to use Moses' body to deceive and divert God's people, making them worship the body as a sacred relic, or even causing it to resurrect as a false Messiah. Whatever the reason, the devil had no right to Moses' body, as it belonged to God, who had created, called, forgiven, and loved him. And that's why Michael, the Archangel, one of God's chief angels responsible for protecting his people and combating evil, took action to defend Moses' body. But Michael didn't do it with violence or insults. He didn't want to engage in a pointless argument with the devil or position himself as a judge over him. He simply trusted in God and let him handle the situation. He said, "The Lord rebuke you." This was a wise and humble way for Michael to act because he recognized that only God has the authority and power to judge and condemn the devil. And that's how Michael overcame the devil, not by force, but by faith. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this story. Leave your like, your comment, and share it with your friends. And if you want to know more about other Bible stories, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss out on updates. A big hug, and may you be with God.